Hi everyone, welcome. Today we are going to be talking about the almost Miss Universe winners over the last 10 years, the women who have been first runner-up at Miss Universe. Being first runner-up at a competition is very exciting because you were almost there, you were almost wearing the crown and sash. I have been first runner-up at two different pageants, Miss Universe Canada 2013 and Miss Supranational 2015 when I represented Canada. There's a mix of emotions depending on the competition. For me, I wasn't ready to win Miss Universe Canada in 2013, so being the first runner-up was the best thing that could have happened to me. And then at Miss Supranational, if you watched my Miss Supranational video, you know that I didn't super want to win that title just based on the fact I didn't want to represent that organization. Once I found out more about it and being there, and you can watch that video and you'll know what I'm talking about. But this video is not about me. I don't know why I'm making this about me. This video is about the first runner-up queens at Miss Universe over the last 10 years. Okay, let's get into it. So we are going to talk about who is my favorite. Did any of them deserve to win over the woman who actually won Miss Universe? Could they have competed in different years and won the title? I am going to say this as well, that every woman who has won the title of Miss Universe deserves it. For whatever reason that she won that title, it was her destiny. As Paula Shugart of Miss Universe says, the president of Miss Universe, Paula Shugart always says, it's one woman's destiny to win Miss Universe. When I competed at Miss Universe, Paula Shugart gave us this speech, talk, inspirational thing, and she told us that all of us want to win the title, we're all there competing, but it's one woman's destiny. So anyway, so let's start with the most recent, 2019 Puerto Rico, Madison Anderson. She, to me, shocked me with rising to the top 3, not because she wasn't beautiful, amazing, a wonderful competitor, but she struck me more as the Trump era of Miss Universe. But she proved to us all that she's a strong speaker, that she deserved to be there, and there she was in the first runner-up spot. I know there's a lot of people who argue that they believed Mexico should have been in the first runner-up spot rather than Puerto Rico, which I could definitely see. I could see how people could argue that. I thought she was overall beautiful performance, an amazing contestant at Miss Universe. Next we have 2018 Tamarin Green of South Africa. This woman could have captured the crown of Miss Universe if it wasn't for the fact that Catriona Gray competed alongside her. When these two were competing, if you watch my prediction videos from 2018, you'll know that I constantly said Miss South Africa and Miss Philippines, those are the two to beat. Ultimately, Catriona Gray was like the one to beat and no one beat her. But Miss South Africa was just so strong in every single way. Absolutely gorgeous, an amazing resume. She's a doctor. I mean, she is just an absolute standout. I strongly believe if she would have competed in different years, in a different year, she could have possibly won the title. But as I said, it's one woman's destiny. She will go on to do great, amazing, wonderful things, but wow, what a competitor. 2017 Colombia, Laura Gonzalez. I had the opportunity to meet and chat with Laura before Miss Universe happened, while it was happening, but before the final night, because we were there in Las Vegas, and she really wowed me and Brennan and our moms. We thought she was one of the strongest women to compete at Miss Universe 2017 and proved to be that because she was the next one up to Demi Lee. It felt like maybe her answers were a little bit too like compassionate and like, I don't know how to describe it. So definitely Demi had more of that like woman power, you know what I mean? I thought Colombia though, still, she was just, her swim, everything was just so spot on in terms of her performance. She really wowed the crowd and she had the it factor. 2016 Haiti. I competed with Raquel and she is a very kind, amazing, wonderful person. I think she wowed a lot of people by rising so far to the top of Miss Universe 2016. But I will say as well, when we were backstage and the Q&A was going on, so like us contestants, the video people, like chaperones, anyone who was backstage watching before like someone was crowned, people were saying, oh my god, Haiti's gonna win, Haiti's gonna win, just based on how the crowd was reacting to her answers. And as well, we all know that there was a bit of a mix-up when France answered with the translator and that her answers weren't translated 100% correctly. So us listening to France's answers, we didn't know they were as strong as they actually were, although I still felt like France was gonna win. And so yeah, when the two were standing there for the crowning moment, a lot of people were murmuring that they thought Haiti was going to win. 2015 Colombia. the sort of kind of Miss Universe for a moment, for a few minutes. This woman, my gosh, Miss Columbia 2015, Ariadna, she also had the potential to win Miss Universe. Just again, it's a destiny thing, right? And I think with Miss Columbia, the thing that Pia had over her was a sense of relatability, a sense of wanting to win the title for the people. Whereas I felt like Miss Columbia was a little bit more like, I should win because I am me. You know what I mean? She said something like, I have all of the attributes that a Latin woman should have. This is like what I have, I. Pia's answer, for example, was more like, this is what I can do to help the people, my people, the universe, rather, you know? Now we have 2014 USA Nia Sanchez. I know Nia. Nia is a friend of mine, so I feel a bit biased to her, and I'm trying to not be biased whenever I do my videos. But she was so lovely when she competed. She is so lovely as a person, and I know she wanted to win so badly, even before I ever met her, because you could see it in her eyes. You could see it in her disappointment when she was announced as first runner-up, Columbia as the winner. You could see how disappointed she was, but she was such an amazing Miss USA. She did so many wonderful things. She was one of my favorite Miss USAs even before I got to meet her and got to know her, and I thought she very well deserved that spot as first runner-up. And I know there's a lot of people who argue they thought that Jamaica that year should have placed higher, but that's a whole other story. That's a whole other video to talk about. Then we have Miss 2013, that did not make sense. Miss Spain 2013, Patricia Rodriguez, absolute stunning woman. She is just an absolute queen, and I'm pretty sure I have this correct. She was the first openly gay woman to compete at Miss Universe, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I would like to make sure I get that detail correct, so if that is not right, let me know below. But she was just such a queen. Her gown was absolutely wow. I thought it was so amazing, but she was just such a beautiful, elegant, soft-spoken woman, and I thought she deserved that spot as first runner-up. I would have loved to see her with the crown as well. I thought she would have been a beautiful, elegant, change-making Miss Universe. Gabriela Isler of Venezuela did become one of my favorite Miss Universes ever, so anyway, again, destiny. 2012 Miss Philippines, Janine Taganon. I'm laughing because if you've seen my video talking about Miss Universe 2012, who should have won, you will know that I really believe that Janine, Miss Philippines, put on a more wow factor, more deserving performance. In my opinion, Miss Philippines, Janine, outperformed Olivia Culpo, Miss USA, but I just felt like that night, Philippines was just such an outstanding delegate that I really thought she was going to win. Miss Ukraine 2011, Olese Stefenko, her face, wow, beautiful. I rewatched her performance and I thought she did an amazing job, but still Layla outperformed her, and so I felt like Layla did deserve the crown that night, but Ukraine put on a beautiful performance. Then we have Miss Jamaica 2010, Yendi Phillips. Miss Jamaica, I will always remember her as making the face that I think she thought she won. I'm pretty sure in that moment when they announced Mexico as the winner, Jamaica thought she won the crown of Miss Universe. Like, she had that wow face that she thought she won, which always like breaks my heart and makes me so sad. But she did a wonderful job with her performance. She's so beautiful. Her gown looked amazing on her. Her answer was very, very strong. She was not even hesitant at all, very confident. She said something along the lines that life is a gift. Us as humans do not have a right to take a life. Only one person can control that, and that is God. She just did a wonderful job. So okay, it's a few hours later in a different location. Lily ended up waking up from her nap, and I don't even know exactly where I left off, but I decided to put these girls into a top 5, a top 3, and then who would be my potential winner if I were to pick, because people wanted me to have some kind of like ranking for them if I were to pick favorites. Okay, this is my list. Miss USA 2014, Nia Sanchez. Miss Philippines 2012, Janine Taganon. Miss Colombia 2015, Ariadna. Miss South Africa 2018, Tamara Green. Miss Colombia 2017, Laura Gonzalez. Or Miss Spain from 2013, Patricia. I'm not sure. I'm trying to narrow it down, and it's so hard to narrow it down. I feel like I would, I don't know. But then my top 3 would be Miss Philippines 2012, Janine. Miss South Africa 2018, Tamarin, and then I think I would then have Miss USA 2014 Nia Sanchez, or maybe one of the Miss Columbias because they're so strong. And honestly, any of the other girls who were first runner-ups, they could be in here. It is such a hard decision. For some reason, it's really hard for me to pick like a 5 and a 3. It's like, because the women, some of them come from a different era, right? The Trump era, where they weren't asked as many questions, we didn't get to know their personality as much, versus somebody like Miss South Africa from 2018, where we got to know so much about her. She spoke more and all of that. So it's it's hard to have them compete against each other just because they competed in such different times, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. My favorite for the Miss Universe crown of these women would probably overall have to be Miss South Africa 2018, Tamarin Green. I think she had the strongest profile, the strongest performance overall, and she could have definitely carried the Miss Universe crown, the sash, very, very strongly. It's so hard to say. I kind of wish Leighton knew a little bit more of some of these first runner-ups to get his opinion, because I always feel like his opinion helps me like see different sides. So I'm interested to hear from you. Let me know who is your favorite first runner-up in the last 10 years at Miss Universe. Were there any that you felt deserved the crown? Were there any that if they competed different years, they could have won the crown? What do you think? I thought this was a really fun, interesting video to make because it really had me thinking. Next video that I'm planning is finally watching and reviewing Miss Supranational 2019. I've been avoiding this one for some reason, but I'm finally gonna do it, and so that one is coming soon.